there's no way for it to get penalties and your melee character, your melee party.
Can I put a limit of the wall of fog right in front of us so that it would still be stuck in the wall of fog without
Just
being able to
walk
get
through
out
it.
and has to attack?
No, because it would be close enough to the edge that the penalties wouldn't apply.
Fine, then I'll just make it so that our melee guys are in there too. So because I still wanted to have penalties to try to hit us.
Okay. All right. Let me double check something.
What penalties do we incur?
That is what I'm looking up right now.
It's more
Save
beneficial
versus
for
manual
us, though.
split.
It is.
Because it's more
It
attacks
doesn't
of
say in the
ours.
spell. It's also.
No,
have
I
to
know.
roll how
It's under.
many-
It's under light. I'm looking it up right now.
Let me roll the duration as well.
Actually, I roll that.
Oh,
What is it?
2d4 plus 1 per level, so 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. Give me just a second. I need to find the proper chart.
Wall of fog will travel.
All right, maybe it's the player's handbook.
I should
You weren't
really look up-
expecting visual things today, were you?
I was not expecting Wall of Fog at this point, no. I know what chapter it's under, I just need to find the actual chart.
I can't wait till we get higher levels of spellcasters. So
There we
much
go.
more
Okay.
useful.
So -3 to attack,
Okay.
Oh,
and -2 penalty to armor class.
Poor Higgimus.
Well,
Alright.
he only hits from the 20. Nice.
So, Xanfyr cries out a term. What was it? 2d4 plus 2 rounds?
Yes.
Xanfyr, you see his fingers and hands move, words of power, and suddenly springing up all around you is
Boogada!
a dense cloud of fog.
I randomly curse at him.
yeah, same.
Leva says, "What did you do this time?"
I created fog!
All right, Urgoth also curses as he rushes forward with his axe and swings at the enormous lizard. And I guess I will roll it here so you guys can see what he gets. And that is
-3, -1.
yeah, I'm checking because there's also a penalty to the armor class.
Just -1, though, isn't it?
That is a hit. All right, so he swings his axe at this enormous lizard, and he does manage to hit. He the axe blade comes down on its forelimb, dealing 1d8 plus 3. Six points of damage.
Yeah.
Bad.
Well done.
That was the plan all along. I think.
So
We'll
that
see
the
how
wolf
well
gets
the
one
lizard
shot.
does now.
All right. Well, the lizard cries out in pain and tries to bite at Urgoth. But Urgoth manages to duck the large lizard's attempt to
You know what
eat him.
Oh, wait.
All right. Lafdul.
Yeah, I'm backing out and drawing my bow.
Okay. Then in that case, I will give you an arrow attack at the end of the round in that case.
Yay for arrow.
All right, Yeldin.
Alright. I'm gonna just roll both my sword attacks at once.
Okay.
Here. Oh, fuck off. That should have worked.
I think you had a space between.
Yeah, the space in front of it.
You're supposed to space out the R and the numbers.
No, I mean before you put a space before the slash.
You did space/R.
Oh, fuck. There we go. Oh, bloody hell. That's both misses.
Okay, you swing your blades at it, but it was not quite where you thought it was due to the denseness of the fog, and
And I curse Xanfyr again for the frickin' fog.
you end up just attacking the fog. All right.
I curse Xanfyr for the fog.
Hey,
Oh,
the
wow.
fog kept the dwarf from getting hit, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
No. Maybe.
All right,
maybe
Higgimus.
not. I would know.
Move up and see if I can't find
It
where
was the
this
only
thing is.
spell
To
I
hit
had
it.
left prepared.
All right.
Doesn't stop the cursing.
I miss it.
Okay, that's not the fault of my fog.
That was a miss. All right.
Nope, it is completely the fault of the fog.
Yep. You got all the melee guys cursing you now.
Ragek rushes up
Where is it?
Can't
himself.
see it through the fog.
He yells at Leva, saying, "I don't know what this is, but I will see what I can do about it."
I translate for the others.
Oh my god.
And it is not where he is. He is disoriented by this fog here.
Do we
And
have
now
an
he
one?
starts cursing Xanfyr for the
Xanfyr?
fog.
At least I don't understand what he says.
All right, Leva.
I'll translate everything he says. Word.
That fog is hampering us.
It's not the fog, it's the damn dice.
It's
Nope, it's a fog.
It's dead. It's fog.
Yeah.
Well, last chance. Lafdul, you get your arrow.
No. Lucky
Huge
arrow be a
stinky
lady.
Fog. Ha.
Well, at least he got the fog out
Oh.
of his system.
That's gonna be a hit.
17.
That is gonna be a hit.
I'm not
Yay.
prepared.
Lafdul manages to score a hit.
I don't think I'm ever preparing this spell again.
Lafdul, you
Yeah,
move
yeah.
as you're moving back. You keep very clear track of exactly where that creature is, and even though you can't quite see it, you
It's
loose an
straight
arrow.
ahead.
You loose an arrow, and you hear the lizard cry out in pain as your arrow sinks into it somewhere. You're not exactly sure where, though. Okay, initiative time.
Okay,
Could be dead.
remind me never to prepare a wall of fog again.
But it could be so
I'm
good.
sure there are situations where it is very useful.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Cast that on a load of ranged people.
Yeah, that's what you
Spellcaster
generally
or
do. Is
something.
it, yeah.
It's an interrupt. Or,
Or if you want to get away.
yeah, that.
Yeah, but it's totally not needed here, and I just wanted to get rid of it.
Okay, what?
Just as
Because
a
it's
question,
way too
how
much
much
fun
are
of a spell
elves?
collection.
Do they have the same problems with the wall of fog as everyone else?
Yes.
If the lamp was out, we'd probably see them
Because
through
it
pizzas.
also affects improvision.
Yeah, it's
that-
basically the same effect on Infravision.
Okay.
We all
Uh,
done, and we roll into initiative again.
I've rolled. Oh wait, did Braxon roll?
I'm just going to now.
No, I'm slow today.
Come on.
and Higgimus hasn't rolled either.
So I did.
Oh,
I don't
That'd
see
be
it.
why.
Roll
Braxon's
again,
move.
buddy.
drop to fog speed.
Oh, wow, that is a lot of tens. There were 3 10s. Oh, man. Yeah,
I think I
man,
rolled a
that
2.
fog, you guys are just very disoriented.
And we're all cursing Xanfyr for the fog.
Xanfyr is not affected by the fog much.
Because I'm
It's
not
nice
standing
fresh air,
in the
though.
damn fog.
It's his fog.
Ranged attacks are still affected, though.
All right. Xanfyr and Leva, you both are able to loose sling bullets at the same time. Go ahead.
I don't do sling. I went for
Oh.
the Spelljammer, and I want to do magic missiles.
Okay.
Wait, do you still have those prepared? How many castings have you done?
That would be her third.
This is Nahal's Reckless Dweomer.
Okay.
First of all, level variation is null. And I'm going to roll the
Third.
yeah. Just because I don't I was looking at it, you know, like I think after the last session, and like, you know, I don't really want her to know if she gets the everything she says comes true for a turn one. Alright. So it is +7,
Come on.
+2, I believe. Yeah.
Wouldn't that make it so she can warp reality?
Yeah, basically, from the sound of
Or
it.
randomly get teleported. So,
The thing dies.
or one of us.
I'm just looking it up now.
Actually, a fireball might not be the worst now.
Yeah.
On top of the fog.
All right.
At
Well,
least the comic is not flammable.
no missiles fire out from your finger as you were hoping for, as you were expecting, and you are unsure at this point what has happened.
What the hell have I done?
Does she try to speak?
What did I roll? What did you roll?
Well, that you'll have to find out. Let's see. Okay, it is Rogek's turn. He is going to swing his sword at the giant lizard. Oh, that is a hit. That is a hit.
I told you the fog wasn't doing everything. Wasn't messing everybody up. The dwarf is clearly in the picture. He knows exactly what I want.
All right, the rest of you hear the lizard cry out in pain as Rogek's blade slices deep into its flank. All right, Yeldin, go ahead and roll to attack.
Nope.
Okay. Then you don't get to see what happened. All right, Urgoth. Urgoth unfortunately misses. The rest of you hear an odd sound like wood being cut off or something like that. It's very strange. All right, Braxon.
Wait, what?
Okay, Braxton's gonna move forward to attack the fog lizard.
The new species.
Well, it's met a lizard and it's created fog. It's a fog lizard.
I've never done live this down, am I?
Probably not.
Come on. I'm waiting for my computer to. It's gonna go slow.
The suspense.
Come
on.
Well, that was a miss
There we go.
anyway.
That was a miss.
You need to have like a drum roll or something.
All right. Well, the lizard, you hear it growl out, and it is going to try to bite at Urgoth again. And it misses.
Thank you, fog.
All right. Lafdul, you're still pretty sure you know where it is, so go ahead and...
Nope.
Actually, considering it's 18, that might actually
What's
hit.
your THACO right now?
17.
So 20 with the penalty. Okay, that's a miss. But you can loose your second arrow.
My last, am I?
Yep. Oh, wait, actually...
Higgimus.
Nope, yep, sorry, Higgimus. I didn't scroll down far enough.
See, he knew what was up.
That's a THACO of 4, or not THACO 4, but AC of 4.
All right, you move in and swing your blade, and it hits it. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh, holy crap.
Did you not expect to ever hit?
At this point, with Higgimus, yeah, you expect not to hit.
Well, it's a big enough target.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to roll the increased damage dice for Ragek. Oh well, whatever. You cleanly slice its head off, and it's very
Wow, that's a
strange.
high roll.
The lizard had leaves all over it.
Weird.
As your sword slices through its neck, the rest of you also hear the sound of leaves being cut. It's very, very strange.
Wait, what?
96.
Yep.
I don't get the joke.
16?
Oh.
It's a wild surge. Target
Yeah, well,
grows
wild
leaves.
Oh, did we turn it into a tree?
No. Target grows
Can-
leaves.
It can be pruned.
It can be pruned, and to an extent, Higgimus pruned it by cutting its head off.
Are the leaves edible?
Yeah.
Higgimus might start eating it now. It's all food.
They're leaves. I mean, you could
I
try
grab
it.
one and I take a bite.
You should think about whether this is still vegetarian if leaves sprout from a lizard.
Oddly enough, it tastes like chicken.
Because he probably has no idea what chicken tastes like, so...
Does the fog soon fade?
I mean, do you think that Higgimus would like the taste of chicken?
He's a
I don't know.
vegetarian.
He's kind of a vegetarian, so
It's still
think he
leaves.
ate it.
It doesn't matter if they taste like chicken. He can still eat it.
yeah. I mean, if it tastes fine, tastes fine. If it does taste fine, then he'd be like, kind of shrug his shoulders and rip off a handful of
You
leaves.
start grazing.
Puts them in a pouch for
wild
later.
Higgimus.
In that case,
Natural environment.
in that case,
Lord.
you got it wrong because Higgimus doesn't taste like chicken. He just knows it tastes like something he probably hasn't tasted before.
Well, yes, but
Yeah.
that wouldn't have been a good joke.
But we could
Yeah.
try it. Now that Higgimus says, they're good. We
Yeah.
could try it. We could say, oh, they taste like chicken.
You could,
He
sure.
looked horrified.
I'm not gonna eat leaves. Are you
Rocket-
crazy?
Why
Ragek feels the skin of the lizard now covered in leaves and mutters to himself. Leva, you barely hear him say, "What happened?"
Wild magic.
He is
Wild magic.
he is
Dumbfounded.
definitely confused as to what happened with this creature.
He got turned into a plant.
Does Lava say anything to that?
Um,
I don't think. No, Lema wouldn't say anything. She'd sort of pretend she hadn't heard anything because, I mean,
It was
creating.
part of her
Yeah,
ingenious plan to take down the creature.
She didn't really want the creature to sprout leaves. She wanted to send out some magic missiles.
Can Higgimus pick enough leaves off of it to get a day's worth of rations?
Sure.
Excellent.
Alright, let's keep going. I want to
Yeah.
finish this Underbral.
It was a pleasure, Higgimus.
I wonder if my wall of fog actually helped.
Certainly
It
hindered.
it did actually miss Urgoth one time because of the modifiers. The second time it missed
Oh,
regardless.
so I actually did help save the day.
On the other hand, people might have been missing because of that too. I'd have to go back and look at the
I'm
numbers.
pretty sure that they were missing because of roll 20 dice, because a lot of us just rolled 3.
That could be too.
We
That could
rolled
be
so
too.
low.
I'm still gonna blame Xanfyr.
That was indeed a lot of low rolls. It was kind of weird.
My character,
It's
Because
serendipity,
rolling-
my new friend. Serendipity.
because rolling is an abstract thing, and your character didn't know about that. My character still blames Xanfyr.
My damage roll was not low, however. That was pretty good.
That's true. That's true. You there were only 2 more points you could have gotten.
But yeah, let's continue. I feel like going on.
Okay. Rounding
Finish
the corner here. You
Yeah,
well,
right.
I assume
We'll be here
Higgimus
for
is
another
going
month.
to, after he gathers enough leaves, kick the corpse down back into the down off the ledge, because otherwise it's kind of blocking the path.
Oh yeah.
Does Ragek not want meaty leaf?
Rogek would need to carve flesh off of it. And he's
Got a sword.
He doesn't want to touch it because for some reason it has these strange things attached to it.
he touched it. He just he's ready to go. Besides, he still has some of the meat that
The meat.
Braxon got for him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, rounding the corner, you see that the ledge makes a sharp turn before continuing downwards, sloping downwards. In this niche, you can see even more remains of gemstone mining. Looks like this was another gemstone cache at one point as well.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a
Keep moving.
vein
So
into.
many stones. Stones?
I asked Ergoth whether he could have a quick look to see whether any were overlooked and whether any usable stones around.
Oh, I can.
Well, I'm searching for traps anyway, so.
He makes his way to the wall and examines it, runs his fingers along it.
Like that.
After about 10 minutes of carefully examining the wall, he turns back to you and shakes his head. No, all the good stones have been taken. What's left here are just minuscule pieces and flawed pieces worth very little.
Okay. Pity.
Would it be worth digging a
Keep
tunnel from
going.
Urgoth? Would it be worth digging a tunnel from here to the other spot where you saw gems to see if there's anything in the middle?
He thinks for a
Let's
moment
not-
and says, "Not very likely. This type of gem formation usually requires open air."
Okay.
Open air.
Well,
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
an open
Yeldin's
space.
dying.
An open space for the crystals
Okay.
to grow into, essentially.
Uh-huh.
Think of something kind of like a geode, but not exactly.
All right.
Braxton's going to move ahead.
Yeah, then we open it up and it turns out there's diamonds.
Okay, heading down the ledge, it is very much sloping down, and you see that it is clearly going to come in contact with the base of the cavern pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna make your way all the way down there?
Yep.
Okay.
Do we check for traps?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, Braxton's just moving ahead.
All right.
Braxton's got enough hit points.
You hope.
I hope, yeah.
And then you take like 30 damage to the face.
Okay. At the base of the ramp ledge, you find yourself basically at the edge of this fungal forest. It's very dense. You can't see very far in it anymore. Many of the mushrooms tower over even Higgimus's head.
Amazing.
Which way, Ragat? Or Ragat?
So
Since we're close now, do I think I could get a sample from one of the nearby mushrooms?
Damn it, I'm just going to
Sure,
call him
you can-
Rakash.
you can carve some off of it. If you want.
Okay, I'm going to carve some off of it and store it away so I can examine it later.
Okay. Now, this is a very large cavern. How do you guys want to proceed exploration? Do you want to like pick a wall and follow it, or
I
What?
look to Ragash.
Ragek?
It's Ragash now.
It's Ragek.
Ragash!
If you don't get
The
it, you
name's
don't
on the
get it.
I don't get it, and I'm not going to respond to intentionally saying
Well,
Roget.
his name's wrong. I mean, if you just accidentally
right.
mispronounce it, I don't care. But if you're intentionally,
I know.
Messing with you.
yeah.
Right, it's a reference to Dix.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to follow the left wall or go back along the cliff?
I'd prefer to go along the cliff, go back along the cliff, and then sort of zigzag across the room.
How about we follow the wall or ask Rag? I can't fucking remember anymore.
Ragic.
Ragat.
From the Terran Order.
If he
The turn order's not there.
No,
Yeah, I just closed it off.
A second ago.
Yeah, I
Oh,
closed it.
Why?
Because
we don't need it.
was covering up stuff.
And the
I mean,
and
do you
to
want
mess
it
with
back?
us.
No, it's fine.
I mean, if that helps you guys remember his name, I'll bring it up.
No, I know.
Uh,
It's so many times in the meantime, we should actually know it by now. Even I know it.
Right. I basically asked Lava to ask him which way do we go?
By the way, he's in the document. I entered him as someone we all met.
Well, what do you? I mean, you ask, which way to go. What exactly do you want to do? Do you want to, head straight for his rival, or do you want to
Yeah.
see what he recommends? What?
I
I
want to
asked,
know which he recommends.
I asked him what he recommends.
He says it would probably be best if I met with with my tribe, away from the. I'm actually forgetting the name of his rival because I haven't used it in a while. I actually did look at it. Korlek. All right. It'd be best if I met with my tribe away from Korlek. See if I can convince them to join me.
Are they in this room?
They should be, yes, on the far side. He points in a general direction, in this direction, essentially. So in a line from where you are. Yeah, roughly.
Okay.
We'll head that way.
Well, do you want to?
We will head that way.
All right, you just cut straight through.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. If we end up in a fight, how many spells do you still have, Xanfyr?
I'm out.
Me too.
I've still got all mine.
Which
I have
is
all
good.
my spells.
Shit.
yeah,
Should we
Braxon's
fold
got
that?
all his spells.
I think should we fall back and rest?
I
We
would
don't
suggest-
need.
Yes.
I'm good. Nobody's low hit on hit points, so I say we keep going.
Oh God.
Well, I lost
You got
two.
sling stones. You got
I
stones.
think, I think the wizard should have spells.
Well, if we stick to one wall, we'd be able to retreat easier. But if we
Yeah.
go walking off into the middle and we get lost and we can't find our way back,
And
then
surrounded.
we might get into more trouble. If we,
Yeah.
and
But
they
the
could
problem
get
is-
around us and cut us off.
I don't think we'll get lost unless Ald makes us roll.
I think Ragged.
And I have tracking.
Yeah, but
because
then
he-
you say that and all will make us roll.
All right. Leva was trying to say something. Go on.
Sorry.
I'm saying that it doesn't matter if we go through the middle or along the wall because Ragged can tell us where to go. But if we get into a fight, no matter where, and we retreat, they will follow us, and then we can't rest. If you want to rest, we should rest now.
Yeah, retreat back to a safe area and rest.
The problem is we don't have time to rest.
Well, how many more days do we have left down here?
Why don't we have time?
Like 2 days.
Yeah,
or
we
so.
could rest for one day, get our spells back, and then finish off this place.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if we're gonna do that, I suggest we go back at least that far, so we're kind of out of line of. Well, I was going to say line of sight, but
Not in front of the giant pit full of people that could fire arrows at us or something.
Ping where you were pointing again. Okay.
I'd say we move even further back, like maybe back to all the way over here.
That's why I just pinged.
Yeah.
Way back
I
here.
think if we were going to retreat and rest, actually, that we would want to move somewhere like here and have people on guard duty in here. That way, anyone who's asleep isn't going to have someone running in on them.
Well, yeah.
All right, let's do that then. If we're gonna do it.
Okay.
If that's what everybody else wants to do, I'll do it. But I'd rather keep going.
Ragak and Urgoth overhears what you're saying, and I assume you translate for Ragak. And both of them, in their own ways, point out that if you leave, that gives them more time to set up new guards, send a group after you, something along those lines. They both express the
Yeah.
exact same sentiment.
That's
Agreed.
how I
What
feel
do they
as well.
think
But
we should do?
I mean, they'll go along with you
Wizards-
guys, but that's
the only real reason to rest right now is so the wizards get the spell back. They can still throw sling stones, so it's not nearly as big of a deal.
And we only need 8 hours
And
to
we-
rest.
And none of us are low health.
That's not true. I only have 5 hit points.
Yes, but that's that's like your maximum, and you stay in the back anyways.
It's not
None of
my
the
max.
melee guys are low health.
He's 2 less than Max.
Her maximum is 8.
Oh, is it?
I thought it was 7.
No, it's 7.
Still, it's still not nearly as bad as our fighters not having any hit points. which is
Okay, well,
reasonable.
Braxon says I'll go with the majority, but if I would suggest a strategy, it would be that I'm willing to stay and let you guys have a chance to run if we get attacked, and then back off last.
How about we just hold a vote? Who here wants to go rest and who here wants to keep going? I say rest.
Me too.
I say keep
keep going.
I say
keep going.
so
Okay,
it's
then.
4-2.
Okay, then
Alright.
we keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's how Xanfyr handles the problem.
All right. So do you
I'll
want
come
to
and haunt you all.
follow one of the walls, or did you want to cut straight through?
I'll ask
I would like to go
Ragak.
straight to where we need
I'll
to
ask
go.
Ragak.
I'd rather follow the wall.
Same.
I vote for wall.
I'll ask
vote for wall.
Ragak what the normal tribe
Actually,
they are ordered. If he knows where the normal people are that he can talk to and where the leader is. Because-
Yes.
If the leader is over here and the whole of the tribe is here, then going along the wall will have us walk straight into the leader, and Ragak doesn't want that.
He says to you, "I'm not entirely sure where Korlek might be. There is a passageway off to our left." He points off down this direction, so basically in a line from here. It is defensible and comfortable. It's where I would have chosen to have my residence if I was still in charge. But there are caverns further ahead, and he points off in this direction. And that is where most of the tribe initially set up camp, shall we say.
How about we just follow your lead?
I rolled the 4. I decided while all this talking was going on to do a tracking check.
I don't know what you're trying to track.
I'm trying to track the guards. Basically, if they came from here, they would have had to go one way and then go back for switching ships. So the guards' feet will leave trail or track.
There are an enormous number of tracks throughout here.
I did get a 4, so how well
Yeah,
that...
but there's an enormous number of tracks. You'd have to have a track already in mind, and there's too much to pick out one track to follow from this jumble. If you had chosen one coming in and there were one available, you might be able to follow it, but
I think the lizard would have wiped them all out, wouldn't they?
yeah, that's possible, depending on where it...
Well, I'll try disengaging, like, picking out different creatures and stuff, see what's in the area.
I asked Ragok
Like,
whether he
lizard
wants us
tracks
to
and...
accompany him to his talking to his tribe, or whether he wants us to, for example, go down here, and he goes off and talks to them on his own.
I think it's best if we stay together. If I can show that I have powerful warriors with me, they're more likely to fall in line, I think.
Powerful warriors.
Should we just ask him to show us, to lead us from this point on to his people then?
Yeah, sounds good.
Because I have a feeling he would know the better way to go.
Yes, I agree.
Alright.
So I asked Ragok whether he would take over the lead from now.
He nods.
Just the front of the party.
He nods and says, that might be best if I look like the leader. If it looks like you serve me, they may be more likely to see that I am strong, that I can defeat Korlek.
That works.
People,
Alright.
let's look like servants.
Okay. Alright, so he leads you first to this pillar here.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Just double checking. Okay. You can't see very far through through this mushroom forest, but basically you make your way then to another pillar over here. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then further from there, he leads you down to another pillar.
Mm-hmm.
And then over to what is clearly the back wall of the cavern. And
we did nothing at all during that time?
nothing other than the mushrooms. You do hear something to your right. There's something. There are things moving to your right, but it's like deep in the mushroom forest kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He then turns to your left and heads down along the wall. Go ahead and reveal all this. And takes you into a cavern off the side of this large one. The ceiling the roof is much lower, and as you enter, you see close to 24 creatures like him. They have some small fires. Not cook fires; they're not large enough for cook fires. But they look more designed to, generate some additional warmth. There's perhaps what you'd guess are sleeping beds, mats of some sort. They appear to be made out of the caps of the mushrooms. As you all enter this cavern, the creatures, much like him, stand up and come towards you. They're not armed. They appear to be mostly females. There aren't any young. You don't see any children or anything like that around. But there are more women than men.
Mm-hmm.
Ragok and his harem.
Well,
Oh,
there are
dear.
men. Like I said, there's about 24 of them, give or take.
Oh my.
I'll lean into Leva, and I'll whisper to you, and I'll say, could you make sure he's not going to say anything funny, or if he does say anything funny, let us know.
Like, here are my
Okay.
minions, kill them.
Whatever anything funny means, but yes, I'll let you know. But don't forget, I don't speak his native language, his mother tongue.
There's a definite murmur throughout the individuals as they see him stride in, tall, straight-backed. He's got his sword, out, open, not raised up in a threatening manner, but clearly, clearly visible.
Trying
not
to
that
look
they can see.
regal.
Well, then, if he has his sword out, my bow's out, then with the arrows not taunting sort of thing.
I kind of had the sling out just to try to look cool.
I asked Ragok whether he wants us to take our weapons out and show them.
Well, no, I
He
just
says
copied it.
he
It's already
says to
too late.
you, wield them. We can hear the sound of weapons in the air. Yes, have them out. Let them know that you are powerful.
All right, I'll turn to
Trying
the
to
others and
hold the sling up high.
ready them that we need to look powerful.
Braxon's going to
My
slap. Braxon's going to slap the side of his sword into the palm of his hand and say, "Ragek, Ragek,
Oh my
Ragek."
god!
don't do
Oh
that.
god.
I just roll my eyes.
This seems to surprise and shock the
That's a bit too much, I think.
the individuals. Some of them tentatively come forward, and Ragek speaks out loudly in his native tongue. So none of you can understand it, but it's clearly an oratory of some sort, and you can see you see him make exaggerated motions with his arms, and as he moves his limbs through the air, they're making clear sounds. So it's clear that even though they can't see his motions, they can hear his motions.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh yes, I forgot to tell the group we need to make noise because they can't see. So we need to show them that we have our weapons out by making noise with
That's
them.
why I was waving. That's why I'm waving the sling
I
in the
don't-
air.
I'm not waving my bow and arrow. I just have
I
an
join
arrow
in
knocked
with the
through the
chanting.
bowstring.
I will not join in with the chanting because I don't want to look stupid.
Same. I'm like, I just roll. Like I said, my character just rolls his eye at the chanting.
I roll my eyes and join in the chanting.
Oh my god.
The Ragek seems quite surprised at this, but
He likes it.
you would guess that he seems to pick up on what you're doing and immediately go with the flow, and he starts gesturing towards you.
his soldiers.
You've seen gestures like this as and you could
This is
pick
my
up
crew.
the meaning the meaning as essentially look at these or not look, but here I have powerful warriors who have come to rescue you. That's that's what you're guessing his intent is. Some of the males and one or two of the females come towards him, pass him by, and come towards you. Not close enough to be struck or anything like that, but you can tell that they're smelling.
Well, they would be, wouldn't they?
I mean, they're like inhaling deeply to essentially you would guess to identify your individual smells and figure out what you are.
Smell like the blood of those things we killed.
You definitely do. Yes.
You smell of tree leaves.
I smell like smoke.
Well, I'm probably got stains of that cave fisher blood on me. and
Yeah.
some of their guts.
Yep.
I know that my character probably just smells like musty books.
You definitely have not had time to clean that smell off. After a moment, well, not after a moment. After he ends his oratory. You hear a microwave, apparently. No.
One of the lizard's ladies like, oh, sorry, I forgot Timmy's dinner. Sorry, be right back.
But remember, there are no children.
I forgot my
Don't you
dinner.
see?
You
The
guess that
children
he
are
ends his
invisible.
oratory with a question, and there's quiet amongst his people for a moment, and then one steps forward and says something. There's
Does it look
some
like a bad something?
there's some murmuring and rumbling amongst the rest, and Ragak turns back to you and says, I think they'll agree. I think they'll follow us.
Oh, that's good. I was
Mhm.
hoping my step would scare them off.
All right.
What did you actually tell them, Ragok?
I told them that I had a troop of powerful warriors from the above lands. They
Well,
had come
that's
to
half
rescue them from the tyranny of Korlek.
Oh, okay.
Tyranny. I
They
like
will
the
put
sound of-
me back in charge, as I rightfully should be. We will put
That's
down
good.
his evil and free them all once again. I told them that I had freed them from the tentacled one, but they immediately were put back in slavery by the evil Korlek. And with you at my side, we can free them once again.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
So
good.
what's the next step? I asked him what's the next step now. These people are following us.
They need
If we go
weapons.
kill Korlek.
Then we can go face Korlek, and I will slay him with my bare hands.
Would you rather want to use a sword? It would work better.
Yeah, I think so too.
yeah. Well, Leva has to translate, but
So yeah, I translate for everything he just said, and I guess we stop chanting now.
yeah, well, yeah, you
Yeah,
probably
we
stopped
would have
chanting when he
stopped
stopped with-
Yeah. Can we get these Regix people to tell us where Korlak is?
Well, Ragak probably
Weapons.
knows already.
Yeah,
Well,
they
no,
probably
he
told them.
hasn't. I mean, he hasn't. He was orating to them. He hasn't had a chance to talk to them.
So
He
I suggest
reiterates. Oh, go ahead.
to Ragok that he goes around, makes a round, and tries to figure out where Kolak is, and then we decide what's the next step and do it.
My people are unarmed. They need weapons.
Yeah.
We got the axes of the
How much
See,
weapons do we have with us?
I've only got one spare short sword.
I have a sling.
They can't use
I have
ranged
another
weapons.
sling.
They can.
Well,
hang on.
I can
Oh, they're
point.
blind.
Yeah, well.
We have the 2 battle axes from before.
Wait, I have a quarterstaff,
I have a knife and a dagger.
and I have a knife that I only use for component stuff.
Would you ask if they have like a weapon store somewhere, or
Yep. I asked Ragok, is there anywhere we can get weapons for them?
He turns back to the male who stepped forth from the crowd, and you hear him ask a question. The male gestures off to now your left, basically, pointing through the wall here. And Ragak turns back to you and says, Korlek and his guards keep all the weapons. Unless you have spares, we'll need to kill them and take their weapons.
Okay, so we have those 2 axes from before. I can hand one of them a quarterstaff and another one a knife.
Can
I can
hand
give
them
them
a spare
this.
short sword.
I have a dagger that I can give someone.
All right, let's see. Let me make some notes. All right, so 2 battle axes.
1 dagger.
1 quarterstaff. And a
Short
knife.
sword.
I think that's it.
What about those
don't wanna
rusty
give
weapons
them the
we found
magic
before?
dagger.
No,
You
actually,
left them.
we have some actual other
Yeah,
stuff too here.
I
We
was
have
looking for that.
We have a dagger. We have a broadsword. Well, 2 axe heads. That's not going to help anybody. A
No.
dwarven hand axe.
We could ask
A
if they have
dwarven
any
battle
wood or
axe?
something to make those axes.
Hold on. I'm going over the list here. A dwarven battle axe, 3 dwarven daggers, and I'm not give them a magical item.
Yeah.
I agree.
So
Yeah,
that
we don't
was
give it-
1 dagger and then 3 more daggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other 3 daggers are dwarven made. You said so.
They're so you're talking about the items that you got from the level up above,
Early
and
in
then
the
dungeon, yeah.
the cache from the cave fishers.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay, they're actually
Looks
all
like they
dwarven.
could actually use these
All
items,
dwarven.
right?
Okay, I didn't know that.
All right, so in total we have 3 battle axes, 1 quarterstaff, 1 short sword, 5 daggers, and a broadsword.
Oh wait, does that include the knife?
Knives are not
No,
weapons.
knives can be a weapon.
Well, I have it as well,
I
so
think when I hear knife, I think steak knife.
They
What
will
I've been
opt
using to cut the
to.
mushrooms.
They will take the blades, other than the daggers. Otherwise, they will punch basically.
Oh, so they don't want a quarterstaff.
No.
All right.
Alright.
so how many are still without weapons in that case?
Well, quite a few. Although the rest can punch. So.
Well, the ones with weapons can be our main. Can be the main assistants.
Yeah, you got 5 with weapons essentially.
I'm dreading the next combat.
I asked Raguk whether the ones with weapons and us will be enough to overcome the guards and get the weapons, the proper weapons for them back.
Perhaps.
Let's go.
Also, Leva, could you also tell him that these are just loners? They're not for him to keep.
Yes, I tell him.
He nods in understanding.
You know what? Can any of them use my sword?
Your 2-handed sword, sure.
Okay, I'll give them that, and I'll use the mace.
There was those 5 rusty short swords that we were arguing about.
They would
rusty-
turn rusty weapons down, like the ones that were the ones you're talking about. Yeah, they would turn those down.
Okay.
So I suggest we go and meet up with the guards.
Okay,
Actually,
but that will be the next session.
Phew.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh.
We
It is
made
time
some
to end.
progress, finally.
yeah.
We're not done the dungeon yet, damn it.
Nope. Another session or 2 yet, I reckon.
But we
It's
actually
XP
made
time.
progress. Wonderful, wonderful progress.
Okay,
And we still have to
let's
find
see.
the illithid as well.
Out of
Actually,
curiosity,
I would actually ask whether we can rest here for a bit.
Rogik says, very unlikely. The guards certainly know we're here. They're probably mustering. They would almost certainly check here when they come out looking for the intruders.
Okay, fine.
let's say, because we got rusty weapons. How many of us have got whetstones? Because I've got a whetstone.
The rusty weapons that are being discussed are extremely rusty. I mean, like,
Will it make any
they're
difference?
scrap. They're scrap.
No, I mean the weapons that we got that are slightly rusty.
Oh yeah, those can be, you know, cleaned up. I mean, they're good enough to use as is. I was just saying that, you know, if you were going to like keep them as a personal weapon, you would want to clean them. If you were going to sell them, you'd want to clean them. But they're not bad enough to be, you know, to take penalties during combat or something like that.
Alright.
All right, so
XP.
Yep, give me
XP
just
time.
a moment.
I'm probably not going to level up considering the amount of
Lafdul
experience I
cast
need.
all of 0 spells for his cleric level.
Hey, you know, I mean,
Yeah, we are getting better.
I'd like to have fresh spells before we go fight this boss because I wanted to use my potion of wizardry for that fight and just blast the thing with powerful magic missiles.
all right. Well, that is going to be 150 experience points each.
Okay.
Leva, an additional 50 experience points.
Nice.
Because my wall of fog wasn't all that amazing.
Well, and that was more for the role playing of you know, interpreting and asking questions and stuff like that. For the interrogation sequence, everyone gets an additional 20 experience points.
Cool.
And let's see.
1 XP for chanting.
Well, at least 10.
Minus 10.
And warriors get an additional 70 experience points.
Nice. So,
Okay.
Still so far away.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a level up for anyone.
no. I only
All right.
need around about 400 experience though.
Well, that bodes
I
well
wonder if
for
these guys
next
will
time
allow us to
because
mess around their village.
it sounds like there's going to be a large
Big
pitched
boss
battle.
I'd like to talk quickly about something that we should have talked about before, and that is a sort of hand signs that we can use if we end up in darkness again. So I don't need to jump back or run away from Higgimus if I want to give him something.
Hand signs won't work for Braxon.
No.
Maybe,
Or Higgimus.
or Higgimus. But maybe some signals on the whistle.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
yes,
thinking
we do.
we all have a whistle.
Why don't we let all say goodbye to everyone and have a chat about signals after the game?
Sure,
Yes.
that works.
Unless the people in the stream really want to listen to that.
I think I'm going to make the executive decision of no anyway. And
I think they'd love to listen to everything we do after the session, but we're not doing that.
oh sure, but yes, I mean it is time to end the session anyway, so we will close it off and see everyone out there in Twitchland next week or on YouTube as we actually move on and face Rogek's rival and his guards. See you next time, everyone.
Yep.
Bye.
Yes.